Yes, next, twinning. In twinning animation, the next twinning after classic twin, there is a motion twin, right? So to understand what is motion twin. Right now, all these twinning animations I'm applying only on objects, okay, shapes, geometry shapes and all, to understand more easily, quickly. Later onwards, the same animations will apply on the characters or any real-time objects, right? So here I'm using one box, okay. So to convert this box into symbol, that is mandatory to animate your objects. Okay, right click here and convert to symbol and give the name red box. Registration point, keep this in default at center only, say OK. With the center point, your box is converted into symbol. Okay, now come to frame number. Whatever the frame number you can choose. Here I am choosing, suppose 60 frames here. So here I am using insert a frame and not keyframe, okay. So insert frame F5. If you place insert keyframe, what will happen? The keyframe will create. Here suppose if you create the motion twin, see only that point is convert the motion twin, not the whole path. So that's why I'm using insert to frame. Okay, here it is applied to 60 frames. Here I am using create motion twin. Okay, so motion twin is indicated the yellow patch, but when you click on the timeline, it is not giving any movement motion. The reason is this keyframe is at the left side, right? You have to give the keyframe at right side also. Okay, so for that, move this to right side. I'm using shift and right click. Okay, this is my keyframe here. I added the first keyframe is here. Okay, and play this one. So playing nicely. Okay, but if you observe here, there is a dot line it is showing, and your cursor also having some curviness. So move this side or that side. Okay, so that means your action will be slower here. So place this one. Now see, because it has a curve, curve area, it is taking curve. And suppose if you want to curve this side, you can move this side or upward or downward, right? Okay, and you can make it normal. Even you can control this by properties here. So click the keyframe here and see the properties here. Here the ease is showing ease value, increasing 100. Now see here, it is showing that a difference. And if you want, you can add the onion skin. Now see, here distances are more, and here the distances are very close, and even the dots also here showing. And apply this one. Now see, and here I'm using ease in. Okay, and now see, here it is slower and here it is faster action will create. Okay, and come back here, and even twinning animations are possible in x-axis and y-axis only. So horizontally you can move your objects, or vertically you can move your objects, right? So you cannot turn. Just turn means like the human body, head turn or body turn. You cannot do that. By the frame by frame only it is possible. Okay. So select this one and make it 0 here. 0. Okay. And here some orient to path is showing. So what is this orient to path? Okay. Move this one here and see the timeline here, and I'm using orient to path. Click here and your entire timeline is converted into keyframes, and play this one. Actually it is following your path. See, so because we have applied orient to path, so deselect this one, it is becoming normal. Now see, now it is not turning, and if you use this orient to path, then only it is taking into action. Okay, so because these are all the keyframes, there is all the keyframes here. If you want somewhere here, move up. Now see, your path is converted into that way, and somewhere here come back to here and move down. This time it is going down as per your path, it is moving. Okay, so few animations we create by orient to path. In coming lessons clearly I'll explain by using the characters. Done. Okay, so Control Z, and removing the orient to path. Orient to path is removed. Now make it normal. Now it is straight action. Now see here, rotations clockwise. How many rotations you required? So 5 rotations. Okay, I'm giving 5 rotations, and play this one. See, with 5 rotations it is moving, and give some angle also. Give some angle. With that angle it is moving. I will turn this one. Yes, now play this one. See, that is the angle, right? We created that one. So make it 0 here. Make it 0, and here also it's 0. Okay, if you don't want the twin, remove twin and sync symbols. When we use animation, the animation symbols, different symbols like hands and heads and different portions of the symbols. So there we sync symbols, right? And the one more thing is, yeah, here one more thing is, see there here at motion twin, here some pencil symbol is showing. Okay, or otherwise can right click here, refine motion twin. Click here, the refine motion twin is added. Okay, so the same way here we can apply this click on this pencil symbol, automatically it is converted into refine motion twin. See, this is x and y. X, suppose this is, and y, suppose in opposite, the first key pose and last key pose. In y direction, if you observe that one, it is showing the first and the last one. Okay, here it is a graph bar, graph sheet, and here 100% zoom level, and this is 300% zoom level. You can control this, and here there is here I'll move bit down, yes, and here it is showing add anchor point on graph. Click here, so automatically you'll get a pen tool. Okay, add anchor point here. Suppose this is my anchor point. So after adding anchor point, you can move that anchor point. Handles, even handles also you can change that. Okay, so let us keep that point there, yes, and move this one, play this one. See there, this handle is affecting at the 17th frame, right? So here it is showing 17th frame. Okay, and you can adjust this to this side and play this one. That's nice. And now see, this is accordingly that will change. This is nice. Sometimes we want this kind of animations, anticipations. After anticipation, move very rapidly, very fast. Okay, and here if you want, you can add one more anchor point here. You can change here. So automatically that is giving the same action, the double bouncing, coming back 2 times and pushing forward. Okay, so here when I add the keyframes here, automatically on timeline also it is taking. Okay, so here it is fit to view. So the fit to view, and here we have apply ease to selected property. Okay, and suppose here I'm using Control Z. Yes, Control Z I'm using. I want a normal plain object. Yes. Okay, so come here, apply ease for selected property. So click here, and same like in classic twin, we have some options. Okay, it is noise, the simple, slow, it's a medium, it's giving the curve, right? It is a fast, and here it is a fastest. Let's see, observe here what is happening here. I am applying here, and the path, motion path, is having some dots like. Now see here, you play, then we'll understand. Now see, here it is faster and reaching slow. See, only by this graph we are controlling that, and noise come to normal. And now I am applying stop and start. Fast and fastest. Yeah, this is. Now see, here the actions will be faster, and here slow. So I'll apply. Yes, now see, this is. Sometimes these kind of animation timings are required, and noise, come back to other option, the bounce and spring. the bounciness. So I'll take this one and play this one. Now see, the bounciness is added as per the given path. Now come back to other edges. What are other edges? So this kind of Satu wave, suppose I'll apply here and check this one. Yeah, and apply this also. Very loose and wavy kind of thing it is creating. The square wave, so you'll get this kind of action, right? Maybe sometimes we have to use all this, and this is a random dampened wave. See the keyframes here, observe the keyframes. And this is custom, this is a normal, right? And you can click here and you will get back to normal, right? So this is all about the motion twin. And even you can add the keyframes here. Right click on that and insert keyframe. Suppose here I'm adding the same position, and here one more keyframe I'm adding. The position is same, but here at that position I want some scaleness. Okay, so I'm using Q on keyboard to get the transform tool. I'm giving the big size here. Okay, now play this. Now see here, and there you can decrease the size. Now go back to normal. Now see, it is accordingly it is responding. So that means what? By adding the keyframes, we'll get all these options: skew, color, and suppose here if you want to add the colors, keyframe. Yeah, position first I'll give, and I'll change the color. Yeah, colors here I'll get. Yeah, for timing I'll keep that one. Now see, it is changing, it is applying color to that, and here I'll change one more color. Yes, now if you observe that the same thing here, it is applying to that animation. So okay, in animation we use all these controls, and if you want you can check, you can select all the keyframes by pressing shift, and you can convert all the keyframes, all the twin animation into each keyframe. Okay, or otherwise frame by frame, frame every third frame, keyframe every fourth frame, right? So custom, so keyframe each frame. Now see, your all drawings are converted into normal frame by frame animation. See here, nothing, there is no motion twin here. Your entire motion twin animation convert into normal frame by frame animation. So I'm using Control Z. Okay, now play this one. So this is all about motion twin animation.